Hello everyone, and welcome back to Solasta Crown of the Magister. Last time we made contact with some strangers in a fort at KLM, and after a large attack we were forced into these back caves. And before we press on further and explore what lies ahead, the first thing that we need to do is heal Faith, as she is very wounded. Now, our cleric is currently without first level spell slots. However, our paladin does have a spell slot, but I don't believe has... Oh, we have cure wounds. But instead of curing wounds right now, I think what we're going to do is go inventory. So we have a healing potion of 2d4 plus 2. But we are not very potion rich, is the problem. Especially considering that other members of the party don't even have a single potion. Does everyone hold a healing remedy in their extra slot? Faith's is an antitoxin, and we have our component pouch. Okay. So instead of healing with any of those abilities, instead let's use some of our lay on hands to Faith. And we'll give 7. And that leaves us with 2 that we can spend on individual instances so that we might heal somebody that is downed, kind of as a emergency healing tool. And with that kind of addressed, let us progress further into these caves. And we have discovered the secret caves. This is all the stuff that was going on behind us. Interesting that we can still see all of this terrain in the map, even lots of bloodshed where stuff was either killed or possibly on fire or both. And then we teleported from the tower there into here. So now that we are at the secret caves, we are all moving through.
We're all gonna die.
Maybe we will all die. But for now, let's have the paladin lead the group, because they have protection. And we'll probably just stick to staying together as a party. We did also pick up Beryl and Delat last time, and if they go down, that does mean the end of our campaign.
This one didn't die yesterday.
What's this outfit?
Timarian.
Who wants to open this?
You never know, there might be a fortune in there.
Or, you know, disease and problems. We are very strong. How are we getting over here? That'll do it. So we have coin, scroll of shield of faith, magnificent leather armor, but just with the property of leather armor, but worth 750 gold, so we'll take it, and a Timarian Inquisitor's journal. We have no interested factions in this document, but we can certainly read it. My dear Andri, I have not had word of you since our desperate exodus to this dreadful world. My thoughts are with you, and I hope you will be reunited one day and live in peace at last. We hoped for a friendly and peaceful world, far from the reach of the enemy, but alas, we have found only fresh enemies, and our seers tell me that Sor Akath are not far behind the war. No second page, that seems to be just where that tails off. or I'm missing something else, but no obvious way to scroll that. Scroll of Shield of Faith is interesting. When you use the scroll, you cast Shield of Faith. But interestingly, it doesn't tell us what Shield of Faith does from the scroll. Is there anything we want to try and reach down there? No? Just a pit? I suppose if you are going to hide something at the other side of a pit, you do need to have the pit there, even if it is empty. So that was a pleasant detour. Let's get the paladin. Oh, this is why the paladin's not at the front of the group when we move. Important to know. And then everybody please.
Wait!
Think that's Sorax?
Who else?
Right out of a fairy tale. As ugly as life.
And certainly not lizard folk.
We can surprise them. Can't we sneak around?
From what I see, not a chance.
All right. Tread lightly, and we all attack at once.
Well, they're clearly not giving us any option here. Tutorial, surprise attack. If you can sneak up close to enemies who are unaware of your presence, you can take them by surprise and force them to lose their first turn of a battle. To do so, click on an attack option or attack spell with one of your characters, target an enemy and confirm the attack. This will start the battle and give you the advantage of surprise. Also, as long as your characters remain unseen, they have advantage on attack rolls. So let's get everybody into cautious mode. So this is an important distinction for any of you budding D&D players out there. There is no such thing in D&D 5th edition called a surprise round. There's no full round of being surprised. What happens is that any creature that is surprised gains the surprised condition, and if you have the surprised condition during your first turn, you don't get to take a turn, and then your surprised condition leaves you, and once your surprised condition leaves you, you can then take subsequent turns and reactions. So we have a couple of high spots here, several areas of cover, nothing behind us it seems, so we get to plot out our own little ambush here. And there's a fire should we wish to long rest, although we are limited on our food to do that, I believe. So we can have the party spread out across this length. I'm going to have our rogue here come over to the left, because I think we're going to be exiting out of this right hand side, and she can attack at range and is the most injured, so I want her to be the furthest out of the combat. How many spell slots does our wizard have left? Only cantrips. That's really good to know. How many are we really looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4 by the looks of things here. And they are currently, to us, unknown creatures, so we don't know how difficult they will be to fight, nor how much health they have. I don't think these decks, these paths, are at risk of crumbling, but I don't know if we might be able to use these stalactites to our advantage. They do light up, so we will see if we can't make something happen with that. Let's get the paladin reasonably close up here. We don't have any current ranged attacks with the paladin if we leave a set of hands open for spellcasting. And we do still have a first level spell slot. And then as for these two... Oh, I should have checked here earlier. We basically have an extra cleric And possibly, can we see a stat screen for you? No? Possibly a rogue, I'm not sure. But very helpful for the extra actions in the action economy. You go over there. You come over here and support our injured rogue. Any damage spells? Bless, Guiding Bolt, that's a good one. Do we have second level spell slots? Is this hero? We don't know any second level spells, but it would appear we do, which is interesting. Obviously our heroes don't, because we're only level 2, I think. Still getting used to this UI versus the others. Yeah, we're level 2 here, so we won't have level 2 spell slots yet. So now we have to decide who is kicking off the action. And are we doing it by attacking them or a stalactite? Because now this guy is stood right there. Yeah, that went very well. And it did not even instigate combat. I'm not sure we'll get to that one quite so far away, but we'll certainly try. Yes, this is giving us a huge advantage in the fight coming. That's interesting over there, but we'll worry about that when the fight comes. And there's another one there, but we can't seem to get to that. So now we do need to attack something for real this time. And this seems as good a time as any. Oh, they're regenerating. That's a bad time. So unlike Baldur's Gate 3, where the character will walk to whatever spot they can attack from, these guys must be in the correct location. There's our initiative. All of this stuff is surprised. So after our instigating action, we end turn. Then it is pastel. We are out of spell slots. We do have Sacred Flame, but we don't have an empty hand right now, unless this qualifies as an empty hand. It does not. It's hammer and candle, perhaps? So that's going to be a dodge action from us. Then these guys will all just get rid of their surprised condition. All 5 of them. Now the question becomes, how much do we really want to cast our bigger spells right now? Spare the Dying and Sacred Flame. Is there no line of sight on this one? Target is out of range. We cannot see this target. Well, that's just dandy. We don't get a second set of equipment here to switch out to a longbow or anything. It's just as designed. These sightlines are brutal. We're just going to waste all of our free actions dodging. This is Delat. They have 2 attacks with daggers, it seems. Can we ranged attack? No. Alright, let's stay where we are. Continue taking the dodge action. See if they might have to come up to us or not. And our paladin is not going to be doing much from up here, but I'm reluctant to have an individual hero down taking every single hit that comes by. Cure Wounds, Heroism, and Bless are not what we need right now. Alright. One awkward surprise round. Faith. I'm going to guess that if the others didn't have any line of sight, you're not going to either. Hey, we finally got to make a rubbish attack roll. We're still hiding. Gothic is back. That is a nat 1. And I think we're still hidden. I think our stealth check was higher than their perception check. I think we are going to need to get down there though, because we cannot continue to just flounder up here like this. And Pastel apparently doesn't have any ammo, which is really awkward. Alright, more dodging. While I totally respect ammo count, it's something that I am entirely unprepared for. Oh yeah, these guys can climb walls, can't they? Yeah. And if either of the people we're here traveling with die during this encounter, then that's a really bad time for us. So, Beryl. Storm over here. What does the red eye mean? I can't remember. May detect a hidden character. A stealth check will be performed at the end of the hidden character's turn. Okay. So we have been seen. That's fine. Delat, can you attack from where you are? And we get to attack twice. Excellent. We can't quite get to this square, it seems. They're not so bad that we need to worry about healing them right now. Let's smite. We might be taking a long rest in a minute. And that extra damage is high value to us. Faith. Man, they must have like 1 hit point left. That is unfair. Who can we see? Oh, we are not rolling great. Pastel back in the action. Good stuff. Alright, we're getting their numbers down. I feel far less worried about this right now. That hurt. And we're poisoned or bleeding or something. Yes, we will take an attack of opportunity because we are not likely to use our reaction to defend anybody. We missed. That is a crit against our friend. And we cannot afford to let them die. So they're dead or rolling saves. Has died, but may be revived by party members. Revivify expires in 10 rounds. Kite's revive options, scroll of Revivify. Pastel's revive options, scroll of Revivify. Well, that is very awkward that the heroes that, or the characters that we must bring with us don't have, death saves. Especially because we can't healing word them now, we must revivify them. Massive crit there. My next question is going to be, will they keep us in some kind of turn-based mode, whilst we endeavour to get down there and revivify? Pastel. We still have good. Oh, we even have spare the dying cantrip, but it's no good to us. Right. That's a nice big whiff. That too. Beryl. Should maybe have gone for a shove or something there. Right. Kite needs to get up so we can revivify. We've got enough turns that it's not worth getting them up only for them to be attacked again nearly immediately. Getting lots of good sneak attacks up there. The 5th round. I like how it counts rounds, in case things like lair actions or something become prevalent later. Two damage is always helpful and welcome. Let's try getting them on a dex save instead. 4 radiant damage. Let's not have Kite go down as well. That would be a real bad time. So Beryl, stand here and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level on Kite. And then end turn. Then Kite can get to just here and push away this guy. 6 falling damage is very welcome. And let's see if we can finish them off. This is going to get expensive in arrow expenditure. Oh, this guy's up on the walls now. That's a very good hit. go for a dex save, because I think that guy is prone after their fall. Perhaps not. Block with our reaction. Force disadvantage. That is ideal. Now, would you like to also try shoving this creature away? No room to push the target. Okay. Just an attack then. Oh boy. That has 8 turns remaining. Good. Now just the one across the way, which is going to be hard lacking ranged attacks. So that's cunning action. Dash. Behind this half cover here. They are unlit. So we shoot at disadvantage. Maybe we would have been better off casting the lights, dancing lights with our turn, but it's too late now. We can force a dex save though. No, we can't. We're out of range. Yeah, we need to light this guy up. But they are not good at throwing those javelins or spears. Right, kite. We still have no ranged attacks. We'll use the dodge. Faith has disadvantage on this because they're unlit as well. So can we hold an action? Disengage, dodge, ready an action. Ready a ranged attack. And I would like cast spell dancing lights right there. Hopefully that does us some good in being able to hit this guy more efficiently now. Yes, block the attack on ally. Thank you very much. Because it's like all new allies, this guy's getting down to 5 turns. We're going to have to do something about that eventually. Because it's like new characters, new controls, it really does feel a little bit like being back at the D&D table for the first time as a new player. Right, we are unable to do anything there. But here, we should be able to now attack this as a lit creature. We cannot see this target. Can we stand here? And see that target? Okay. Revivified dead character. Okay. That is an excellent way of mechanically resolving that. So, you might be wondering, Gothic, why have you managed to use a scroll of Revivify when it's a 3rd level spell that you can't cast because you don't have 3rd level spell slots yet? And to that I say, yes, we make Shadowheart do those in Baldur's Gate 3, but we're healing our allies that are not mission critical. With these guys, they're mission critical but not the main party, so rather than reloading and redoing it again, because that person doesn't get death saves and we're learning, I'm going to let it slide. I'm sorry if that upsets you. But otherwise, thank you ever so much for sticking with me through this long and slightly awkward fight. With a fire here, we may well be able to long rest if we can spare the rations for it, but we'll find out next time, as well as what loot we can find from these various parts of this chamber. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Cheers.